Who has lessons that they learn along the way, and they might not necessarily hit you in that moment, but they hit you later on? That was mine yesterday. So yesterday is May 7th, and it's important I say May 7th because there's a reason behind my madness. I'm here getting ready for the day, don't have the kiddos, and I thought to myself, yesterday I was able to go to a networking function with women, just a group of women. They are wonderful people. I have been I am doing, because I'm actually already doing it, so I'm not trying to do something, I'm already doing it. But I have been putting myself in rooms in which combination of it stretches me, a combination of it encourages me, combination of you feel supported, right, by other women. There is something really neat about that. And as I'm getting a little bit older, I'm understanding the importance of that, because before I would do it, but it didn't carry the same amount of weight, if that makes sense. And so yesterday, this event was about, it was called Petals and Prosecco. I didn't have any of the Prosecco. I'm not a Prosecco drinker, but I'll have to look at it. Some kind of like sparkle water. It was actually really good, and I hadn't had it before. That brand. And anyways, it's the blood orange one. It was delicious. But anyways, I digress. But moving on, and then the petals part was that we got to learn how to make flower arrangements. It was really cool. They brought a florist in. The flowers, you guys, were gorgeous, like truly gorgeous. I'll actually, I'm gonna bring it to you to see. Look at that. Is that amazing? And I made that. And one thing she did say was put it where you see it, not where everybody else sees it. If you want to look at it on your nightstand or on your dresser or whatever, you just put it there. And I thought to myself, what great advice. I've never thought about flowers like that. And so I went and I put it right there, because when I wake up, that's the first area I look at. And it was really cool to wake up to flowers this morning that way. But about the flowers, so why I bring up the flowers is this. We live, and I'm about to really sound old. I'm not meaning to. And if you disagree, all my videos, you guys, I always leave them open for opinions. If you disagree, disagree. If you agree, agree. If you are in the middle, I don't care. But because it's definitely not a one-sided conversation, right? But I am finding, and I'm 43, I'll be 44 this year, that we are living in a time where guys love to give flowers. But I don't think they love to give flowers for the same reason that they used to give flowers a long time ago. I think they love to give flowers because it's one of the easiest gifts to buy, because you don't have to go anywhere really. You can order them and it gets taken care of. But in doing that, it's such a casual transaction that to them, they're going around just chunking out flower arrangements to different chicks, right? And I say this because I had a conversation, this was a few months ago, and I was talking to somebody, right? And through that, I mentioned one of the things I would love in a life partner, right? Or somebody that I'm dating seriously, is that to know that they've given me flowers more than once. So like if they're gonna give them to me for my birthday, that they're actually gonna be around for the following birthday. Or if they're gonna give them to me for Valentine's Day, then they're gonna be around for the following Valentine's Day. Or I don't know, whenever they're gonna give the flowers, that they're just there for the following year. And it was interesting because through that conversation, I'd also realized, he's like, oh my gosh, I've never been around somebody that I've given somebody flowers twice for the same occasion. Okay, well, there's a need to discover that, right? And we wouldn't have discovered that had I not asked the question that way and had we not had the conversation that way. And so you fast forward, because life carries on and whatever, that talking didn't work, right? So moving on to the next, if you will. And with that came yesterday, right? So I make this amazing flower arrangement, and I took myself out to dinner, because those of you that have followed me for an amount of time on social media know I do this thing called Thirds Date Party 1, where I take myself out on a date. And it doesn't matter how fancy or casual or whatever it is, it's just about intentionality, combination of for myself, but also so that when I do find my life partner, I have developed and established that routine for us so that we can do something special together and make our relationship a priority, and that I've already created that habit. I feel like as a woman, we can take some of the lead on some of those things. And that's something I feel women are more gifted at, is just intentionality of those kind of things. Guys, don't get upset about it, but on average, for the most part, but it is something that a man would reap the benefit from with having a woman that does that. So Thursday party one was yesterday, and when I went to my regular spot that I go to, or my frequent place, I brought my flowers in, and because I didn't want them to die in the car, because we live in Arizona and it's hot as hell. But when I did that, the waitresses, because they know me, the bartenders and everybody there, they were like, oh my gosh, those are so pretty. Is it your birthday? I was like, no, actually, I made the arrangement. And they were like, oh, really? I said, yeah. And so, and then people were looking, you know, whatever. And I just thought to myself, you know, I made them for myself. Like, it was not a man. It wasn't anybody else. It wasn't my kids. It wasn't nobody. It was me, truly me, making it for me. And so you fast forward, ate dinner, take my little flowers back, get home, get done what I need to get done, I go to bed. And I thought to myself this morning when I woke up, you know, and I had posted yesterday on one of my social media platforms, I had said that I wanted someone, a life partner that can give me the flowers, right, on a birthday and be there the next birthday or whatever. And because I haven't had that, right? And the only time that I really had it, really had it, was the dad of my older 3 kids when we were teenagers, because we were like high school sweethearts. He would bring me flowers often to my house, like, and big ass bouquets of like roses, and all the time. He was very consistent with the flowers, very consistent with the flowers. And so, and drop them off at school, and just, again, he was super consistent. But I haven't had anybody else. And then the dad of my younger 2, he would get my daughter to go buy me the flowers on his behalf, right? So count that or don't count that for what you want, doesn't matter. My daughter was consistent, if anything. But the point of it is this: it's like, I was like, yesterday, I just realized last night, right before I went to bed, like, you know what, Sam? You get to be who you need to be for you, like, truly. And you're gonna start making flowers every May 7th, which was yesterday. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna put it on your calendar, and every May 7th from now on, it's gonna be, you make your own flowers. Make your own flower arrangement, because now I know how to make them. Clearly, I'm not atrocious. I feel like I'm pretty damn decent at making one. And I just thought to myself, I get to be who I needed, who I wanted, right? Be that person. And there's quotes about that. And again, I've read those. I've read it, I've scrolled it, I've done all those things with that quote, but for some reason it really resonated last night. And I thought to myself, that's so cool, such a growth moment, right? Because I've promised you guys, even when I don't want to, that I am going to be honest of this journey of life after a divorce that is less than kind, ongoing family court stuff, right? With kids, with other kids, with the death of somebody important, like all this life, like I promise to be honest. And I think part of those honesties are those moments where you realize, like, hey, I actually don't need somebody that way. And a big part of this year has evolved into, I don't need somebody else, because I possess, in a way that I actually believe I possess, what I need, what I've been looking for. And I think that there's something really awesome to that, because the more that I'm recognizing that I can do those things, or I can be those things, it's giving me this sense of peace that I don't have to be rushed to try to find anybody, or the pressure that I need to find someone. I'm just gonna let it be what it's gonna be. And if that means all year there's no one, great, then there's no one. Or next year that there's no one, great. Because I don't want to go backwards. I've worked really hard. Quite honestly, I've worked my ass off to not go back into toxic things. I want a healthy relationship. I committed to myself, I'm going to make healthy damn decisions, because this go round, I want to live a happy life. I want to live a fulfilled life. I want a healthy relationship. I want these things to be in a way in which I'm living my life the way I choose. So I gotta get going. I gotta go drop this disgusting dough stuff that I had to make for Witten last night because I don't know if he was gonna bring some to school. They haven't been with me the last couple days, so I'm taking it in case he needs it. If he doesn't need it, I told him chunk it, throw it away. I don't care, but at least he has the dough if he needs it because he's got the pizza box. I did all that already, but I see you. I love you. You matter to me, and with that, I am sure I will talk to you soon. Bye.